I have absolutely no idea how we got here, but political memes. Now, these are a way for people to communicate with one another about the ongoings of the daily world, and the memes themselves allow us to simplify the more complex political processes, institutions, and issues that we face. Now, it's been suggested to me, hey, you have an advanced degree in political science. And hey, you have fun with what you do. You enjoy politics. You don't get bent out of shape one way or another based on the ongoings of the world. Why don't you do a political meme review? Like, okay, sure, I'll try this. I don't know how well this is going to go over. I'll try this. So there is a folder of memes that's been sent to me. I have not looked at the contents yet. So how this is going to work is that we're just going to open the folder and go through these one by one. The goal is to not laugh. All right, first up, me when I read the first question on the exam. Yeah, yeah. I can say as both someone who has taken exams and as someone who has given exams, obviously, yeah, you definitely see a lot of that face. Yeah. All right, next one. Tupperware after you store spaghetti in it. Wait, the goal is to not laugh. Wait, what? Why, why does that look so cursed? Okay. Okay. Stop raising tariffs. You know what? I'm going to start bottom raising them even harder. Okay. Yeah. Internet's serious business. You know, wait, that's a laugh. No. You know, it's it is funny because for those of you who remember that debate, um, yeah, using the plural form of internet as internets, that was definitely a choice. Me doing nothing. My cat at 4 a.m. I am once again asking for your constant attention and salmon. Yeah, I mean, so in case you haven't noticed, I have a cat tree back there, so this one resonates with me. I have two cats. They're both quite something, always wanting attention. In fact, I think in even a video or two, you may have seen one of them back there. Yeah, cats are quite something. Oh no. Barbie, Ken, and Trump. Yeah, Venice. Is that Venice PD maybe? Yeah. Wait, why does it say LAPD and then You know what? Keep in mind, I've never saw the Barbie movie. I didn't. No, I don't even remember. Why was there a jail scene in the Barbie movie? I don't know. Keep in mind, I never watched it. I don't get this one. Moving on, rapidly moving. Pete Carroll catching the Raiders. Oh gosh. Oh, okay, okay, that was a laugh. Yeah, okay. I love the Photoshop job on this one. It just works so well. I know we're late, football season's already over with. We're preparing for the draft and all that, the NFL draft. Um, I still love how this one makes so much sense. I wish someone would look at me the way Bill looks at. Oh. Why is he just. He's very attentive to them. He's like looking at. I don't know. Are those images on there? They're just trying to get him away from it. And then he smiles. Huh. Okay, what's next? The entire government will be okay. I love Parks and Rec. Okay, the entire government will be shut down. Ron's face. You see in the second panel there. Uh, yeah, there are two different types of people whenever the government shuts down, and particularly in recent memory when the government has shut down several times. Um, well, I should say the past few times it shut down or what have you. Yeah, whenever people are like, "So the government's shutting down," there are two different reactions. You see, Leslie, um, yeah, like Leslie on the left side and Ron on the right in that bottom panel. Those are the two different reactions. You have some of the people who are like, "What? Like, what is the incompetence of why the government is shutting down?" By the way, this is why Congress has an approval rating of like, I don't know, 10%. It's very close to like the single digits. I know it's like 10 or 11%. This is why Congress has such a low approval rating. On the other hand, though, I'm always like, wait a minute. Congress has a 10% approval rating. We need to talk to those people. Like, what do you like that they're doing? Anyway, but those are the two different types of reactions. On one hand, you have like, wait, what's going on? Why is the government shutting down? And then you see Ron on the right kind of smiling. Can we zoom in on Ron's smile? Hang on. Hang on. This is needed for science. We can zoom. There we go. Yeah, you see his smile there? That's the other reaction people have where it's like the government shutting down, their incompetence is showing. So these are the two different types of reactions. Oh, I love Parks and Rec, particularly because it is about, like a local city government and particularly a certain department within a city. It's just phenomenal. It perfectly describes political life and all the different types of people you meet in a political environment in a city, that type of situation, the different motivations people have. This is phenomenal. This right here. Send me more Parks and Rec memes, please. But yeah, these are the two different types of reactions. This is great. Politicians getting their paychecks. It ain't honest, but it's much. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Congress has such a low approval rating, and this is why. Because it's funny that those were sent back to back. Because keep in mind, I just kind of went in order here, but you know the reason why Congress has such a low approval rating when the government shuts down. Um, they still receive their paychecks. Meanwhile, other people who work, for the federal government, so you have postal workers, you have TSA, you have a lot of agencies who work on behalf of the federal government. They are federal agencies who are furloughed or otherwise just do not work. Well, they may be laid off in a sense, or they might be furloughed. So in a furlough, like they're getting paid after the fact, so they're not getting paid while they're working while the government shut down, if that makes sense. So they'll get paid, but it's just a matter of when the government reopens. It's not immediate though. While the government is shut down, that's what a furlough essentially is. You're getting paid, but it's after the fact. But Congress, meanwhile, they do get paid. And that's part of the problem that people have is that you're causing all these problems. You're the ones who are, the reason why they aren't making a paycheck currently. I mean, obviously, they'll get their paycheck after the fact. Again, I have to reiterate that to be completely accurate on the whole thing. But they have to live day to day in uncertainty. Meanwhile, you are still, working and well, not technically working, but still earning a paycheck in many of these instances. So yeah, politicians getting their paycheck. It ain't honest, but it's much. Yep, yep. That right there is why people hate Congress. So again, the goal of this political meme review was to not laugh. I did laugh a few times. I already know. There will be some type of counter, hopefully, on the screen that will show you how many times I laughed out of how many attempts. So hey, hopefully we can keep doing this. Hopefully somehow I can get more memes sent to me. This was fun. Hopefully it goes over well with you. And again, this is not a partisan type thing. This was just me as a political expert, as a political scientist, having fun with this type of thing. And, definitely, hey, as long as they are within certain bounds, in other words, you don't go too far. I'm more than happy to accept memes to look at for a future political meme review, and trying not to laugh at them. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.